Going live?
Hello and welcome back to Making It Happen vlog. We thought we should do a live video to tune in and keep you up to date what's going on.
Right, and as you can see from the title of this live video, one of the main reasons why we wanted to do a live video is the situation currently with United Airlines and the passenger that was dragged off the United Airlines flight.
Which was horrible.
It was very horrible to see, and I thought we'd talk a little bit about the situation because as frequent travelers we have a few insights to the situations on the airports and on the ground, in the aeroplane, and plus we have a good friend, Alex, who is pilot at Lufthansa. He was able to share some insights about certain situations that can happen aboard or on the floor, and yeah, that's generally what I wanted to talk about. Also, I think it has been a long time since we've done a Q&A video. So what we wanted to do today is answer a few of your questions that you've posted on the past videos. And also, we wanted to ask you to leave your questions in the comment section of this live video. So you just type in your question, we'll track it, and during this live video, we'll try and answer those questions as well.
Yeah, and in case you're wondering why I'm looking down here, here's my laptop where I can moderate this whole live stream.
Yeah, so just to let you know, getting this live stream set up was
stressful.
Not so easy, a little bit stressful and a bit of a challenge, but I'm glad it's all set up. The signal seems to be good. Can everybody hear us okay? Can you leave us a comment if the audio is okay? Or let us know if the audio is bad so we can
Oh, look, Kathy
get that
is
fixed
here.
up.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello to Michael's mom.
Alright, another thing I wanted to ask you guys, if you're new to my channel, obviously hit that subscribe button, and if you are subscribed already, be sure to click the notification bell underneath the subscribe button. Reason for this is a lot of people have been telling me in the past that when I upload a video, they only get the email notification a few days later. Reason for that is if you don't hit the bell symbol next to the subscribe button, you won't get the notification straight away. So be sure to do that.
Yeah, it helps us a lot and it helps us to grow and put out more content that interests you. We can also dedicate more time for doing videos as well. And yeah, we're happy if people, how should I say it? Communicate with us.
Right. Also, we want to make these live videos a regular thing. We want to do one live video per week. It's probably going to be on the weekend, so everybody has time to contribute to these videos. But you guys have to let us know if this is something you actually want. And I think a good way to show it without you having to type a lot, if you want us to do live videos on a regular basis, hit that thumbs up button right now. Let's see if we can reach 100 likes on this video. And for us, that's going to be a signal that we will do this regularly. Also, something I want to do is, as a little bit of a celebration for the 4,000 subscribers we reached this week.
Yay!
And 500,000 channel views on this channel, Making It Happen. Plus, I'll be reaching 20,000 followers on Instagram, and Nelly recently reached 10,000 followers on Instagram. And as a celebration, we want to activate another social media channel that we haven't been on actively a lot, which is Twitter. And to do this, we are going to start off with a giveaway on Twitter. It's going to happen this coming weekend. So go to Twitter, it's for Making It Happen, and Nelly's live. Follow us on Twitter and you'll get notifications not only of new videos, planned live videos, Instagram uploads, but also for the giveaways that are going to be going on our Twitter accounts. But let's get to the situation with United Airlines.
Let's just say hi to everybody who joined in. As we see, Cecile joined the conversation, who we actually met a few days ago in New York. Also hello to lots of people. Johnny, Johnny and Abdul Rahman Al-Dusari, is that right?
Yeah, Yusuf Honda, hello.
Yusuf, we met him also in New York. And yeah, there are like lots of comments coming in.
All right. So Nelly's going to be tracking the questions that you're going to be posting underneath this live video while I get into the topic of United Airlines. So Just to give our perspective on the situation, when we travel, we try to be friendly, or as friendly as we can, to everybody that works at the airport, starting with the check-in counter, continuing at the security checkpoint. We always ask the people there, how are you doing, how's your day? We always say hi friendly, we say goodbye, have a great day.
And we smile a lot.
And we smile a lot to the people, because as I said, traveling is a stressful thing. And it's not just stressful for the passenger, it's stressful for everybody working at the airport.
Yeah.
And especially at the security checkpoint, the poor people working there get a lot of hate. They get yelled at a lot, they get a lot of people there that are in a bad mood. And yes, the regulations as they are at the moment are very difficult and very tense, but those people are just trying to do their job. And from thousands and thousands of people that work in that profession, there might be a small fraction of them that are actually people that don't do their job properly and are mean to other people as well. But you gotta stay positive yourself also to stay in a good mood. So then of course, during the boarding process, we're friendly to the people doing the boarding, we're friendly to other passengers on the travel. Just have courtesy, be nice to the people.
Yeah.
Because you'll get back as well. And then obviously on the plane, the flight attendants, the pilots, the floor, the people working on the ground, be friendly to everybody and you'll receive the same back again.
Yeah.
Now with United, clearly this was a huge mess up. First of all, something that really annoys me about United is the way that they overbook their flights. And secondly, and this is also a little bit of a misconception, the guy that got dragged off the airplane wasn't dragged off the airplane because the flight was overbooked. It was primarily because the airline needed to transport 4 United Airlines passengers and they needed a place on the plane. They offered first kind of travel vouchers for passengers that would stay behind. They started at 400, went up to 800, and that was it.
And then they just chose people to leave the plane.
Right. Nobody volunteered to take the vouchers, and instead of offering more money, we just read recently Delta Airlines had overbooked flights. They paid a family $11,000 to stay in New York and not travel with Delta Airlines. So instead of raising the value of the travel vouchers for United, that would have saved them a lot of money, they decided to kick off a paying passenger off the airplane that was clearly in a very stressed situation. And not only did they kick him off the plane, they hurt him physically. He actually, you can see it in the video, he banged his face on the armrest and he was bleeding. They dragged him off the plane. Obviously, he kind of pulled loose and ran back onto the plane. At this situation,
I think he was in a shock.
At this situation, this guy was in total shock. He was shaking. You can see in the video, he's shaking, he's bleeding, he's stressed. And they came on board again. And I believe, you don't see it on the video, but I believe they brought a stretcher, tied him down on the stretcher, took him off the plane. So this whole thing that United Airlines did there is a huge mess up. And I've been following this on social media and on the news and also network TV. And Reddit, yesterday, the front page of Reddit was full of postings from people really angry at United Airlines. And all the media outlets were also portraying the situation. And there were 2 things that really annoyed me. The first thing is the CEO of United made a statement on the situation. He addressed it and said mistakes were made and United will make sure this doesn't happen again. But 2 hours later, he sent out an email to all employees of United Airlines saying that all employees had acted correctly and they'll go on with business as usual. So these 2 contradicting messages went out, and that's really annoying. That's something you shouldn't do. You should accept that you made a mistake as a company and try to fix it, and not, after saying you'll fix it, send an email out to your employees and telling them that everything's okay.
Yeah, I think it was a bad leadership decision. So
Exactly.
you can always do it better, but I think certain situations just get out of control, and
Right.
this is not the way that should that way.
That you should handle the situations. Now, we recently flew with United Airlines. We flew from Miami to New York last week, and the crew was very friendly. They were a little bit edgy at the beginning because everybody had big carry-on bags, and actually one of the flight attendants yelled at me and asked me why I'm taking my bag to my place. Well, because I don't know that back in row 30 there's no more room for the case. They should tell you when you get on the plane and not when you're on the plane already. Anyway, the plane was clean. After that, the service was friendly. What's a little bit annoying is they even charge money for you to watch the flight path on your in-seat entertainment. So you have to swipe a credit card to see where you currently are on your flights, which is really ridiculous. And also,
this is something that you would expect from a very cheap airline.
Yeah, I don't think that even happens with Ryanair or Spirit Airlines.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I haven't flown with them.
Yeah.
so
anyway, there's a lot of things that United will have to fix, and they have to become more passenger oriented, because especially now, I think the United on the stock market lost value in around $800 million it was yesterday. So that is a clear signal, and they will continue to lose customers and lose value if they don't address the situation properly and fix it again.
Yeah. And Cecile also said, pretty crazy, it really comes down to the individual workers' decisions. Physical violence is never okay. So we totally agree with that. That is, I don't think that anybody tells someone to just be violent.
Exactly. An interesting question that I read on the internet is also, and I know this is something I was thinking about as well, because whenever I see somebody going through injustice, I like to step in and help. And in this specific situation, would I be within my rights to step in and help that passenger that is being abused? Because he wasn't being abused by authorities. It was a security company. It wasn't the police that was dragging him off board. It was just safety personnel from United Airlines dragging him off the plane. So they have no jurisdiction to arrest this guy. They have no right to put him in cuffs. They have no right to drag him off the plane. But what are my rights as a passenger? What if I would step in and try to prevent them from hurting him physically?
I think a lot of people struggled with this situation, and you can clearly see in that video that the reaction of the people was kind of intense.
It was.
So even like Kathy says, the security company seems to employ cowboys. That was a very strange situation.
Exactly. So let me know what your thought is on that topic in the comments. If you agree, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, let me know in the comments.
And I would say we can skip over to the questions that were asked. So Alas Okudan, is that right? I think so. Asked us, where are we from? I think you can answer that.
It's not such an easy question. We are Austrian citizens. I was born in Austria, but I spent the majority of my life growing up in South Africa. I lived some time in America. My mother's actually from England, and so it's a big mix-up with me. A lot of Americans battle to tell what my accent is, because it's a mixture between like some German, some South African, big mess. And Nelly is actually born in Bosnia and moved to Austria when she was...
Well, I didn't move. I had to move, but
she was moved.
I was forced to move because of civil war in Bosnia. So I grew up in Austria, and now we live here in Miami, in the US.
Exactly. Next question is from Abdul Rahman
Aldozari.
Do you love Qatar Airways? Oh boy, do we love Qatar Airways.
That's the best airline ever.
As a matter of fact, it is really our number one favorite airline to travel on, because service is phenomenal. The aeroplanes are new. The business class is absolutely amazing. Even the old business class was amazing, and they just presented a new business class product that is absolutely mind-blowing. I made a review video of Qatar Airways. I will link it up here as soon as this live video is finished, so you can take a look at that. And we've traveled with Qatar Airways, I think, on 2 vacations now. In total, I think it was 7 long-haul flights, and every flight was, 10 from 10 points, absolutely perfect. And the economy class is at the same level as a premium economy from other airlines. Our second favorite airline is Turkish Airlines, then comes British Airways, and followed by US Airways. No, not US Airways, American Airlines.
I think I liked Singapore Airlines as well.
She liked it, although we've never traveled with them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but it was just a short haul flight that we had on Singapore Airlines.
Yeah. So you can clearly feel the difference. Also what I like that you can feel there is a different leadership compared to, for example, United, because we talked about that.
Yeah.
The employees are more relaxed, I would say.
Yeah.
And they are more up for small talk, and you just feel a different energy, and that's what makes Qatar Airways very, very nice.
Catty Mac asked, what about South African Airlines? I have never traveled on South African Airlines business class before, so I can't really say. We only had 1 short haul flight from Johannesburg to Cape Town, which was also like 5 years ago.
Yeah. And there's a question from
Goes End,
which was asked like 2 days ago, I guess. We were in New York. You can watch our New York vlogs. Actually, I think they should be linked somewhere here.
Yeah.
He asked, he said, I liked walking on the High Line as well. We were on the High Line in New York, and I would pick that one as my favorite place in New York City. What is yours?
Well, for me, that is a very easy question. Any Blue Bottle coffee shop in New York is my favorite spot in New York. And I'd say like my second favorite spot is Williamsburg in general. I really love the vibe of Williamsburg. There's a ton of like small coffee shops, small restaurants, stores, fashion places. It's just amazing. I really like Williamsburg, and it's not as stressful as Manhattan.
Yeah. But I think it's the same with me. I really enjoyed also walking on the High Line, and Williamsburg just seems to be a very creative and inspiring place, so that's why I really loved it. And it's more quiet than Manhattan.
Yeah.
So, oh, hi Damien. I'm so sorry we can't speak French. We just can say bonjour and au revoir.
Moi je m'appelle Michel Olashke.
Tu t'appelles comment? Or something like that. Yeah, that is kind of
limited to that.
Limited.
Where do you plan for your next travel? The next question from Abdul Rahman.
Yeah, who is also from Qatar.
Al-Wazari. He is also from Qatar. Our next travel is going to be either to Japan or the Maldives, but there seems to be like a little bit of confusion where it's really going to be now. I heard a sprinkle of the Seychelles go on top of that, because that's where Nelly would like to go. We're going to be in Miami until the end of May. Then we're going to be in Austria for a few weeks, and then we're going to be traveling to somewhere. We don't know where yet.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. We'll update you guys on that.
Subscribe and hit that bell to be informed be informed first.
Exactly. I'm seeing we've only got 7 thumbs up on this video right now, guys. You gotta smash that thumbs up. You gotta do it. You gotta do it right now. Don't you miss Europe too much? Well, Damien, we fly to Europe every few weeks. Actually, like it's every 2 months we're back in Europe. And we try to travel to a new place in Europe every time that we are in Europe.
Yeah.
So last year we were in Madrid, we were in London, we were in Germany, we were in Amsterdam, we were in Copenhagen, we were in Oslo, we were in...
Oh, so many places.
In Venice.
Prague as well.
Prague.
Italy, yeah.
So
Venice.
we travel.
We have to go to France as well.
Yeah, we travel a lot around Europe when we're there, and Switzerland is
Yes,
in the
it
pipe.
is.
How did you know? I can't tell you why right now, but we will be traveling to Switzerland very soon.
Yeah. London. Would you
Katy-
like to see New Zealand? Of
Yes,
course.
absolutely. But I want to only travel to New Zealand once I have like 3 or 4 months I can set aside, because I want to fly to Australia.
Yeah.
I want to travel around Australia in a mobile home, like a huge van, and then I also want to fly to New Zealand and travel around New Zealand in a like a motor vehicle camping truck kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I need a lot of time for that.
Yeah. Oh, you're not from France. Oh, sorry. Where are you from?
Switzerland.
Oh. Oh, probably that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, going on with the questions. There were some questions. There were some questions about camera gear that I would like to go into first. The first one is from Hey MRLI. He came over from Pierre's
No,
blog.
I think it's Hey Mr. Lee.
Oh, hey, Mr. Lee. Okay, so he came over from Pierre's video. I was wondering what stabilizer gimbal you guys use. I use a Zhiyun crane, which is a rather large gimbal, but it's perfect for filming with the A7s Mark II, and it's fairly light for the size it is. Another question, do you have any tips on editing cameras?
Editing all cameras.
Yeah, so depending on your budget, of course, if you're in the very low budget area and you want to start a YouTube channel, I would start with your smartphone as a camera, and then either with iMovie on Mac, or I don't know what the program's called on Windows, but I'm sure there's a free editing program. But with those two things, you can actually start a YouTube channel, no problem. If you're in the mid-range, so you got like around $1,000 to spend on a camera, I would go with a Sony A6500 and the Adobe Creative Cloud. And if you got a lot of money for your equipment, I'd go with the Sony A7s Mark II and also with the Adobe Creative Cloud. If you just want like a little bit, like around $500, I'd go with a Canon Rebel camera, or with a G7x Mark I or Mark II, or the equivalent Sony RX100 Mark IV or 5.
And then last question, what drone do you have?
A favorite question of mine. I actually currently have 2 drones. The new addition to our vlogging setup, this is the drone called the Mavic Pro, and we lovingly call this drone Fipsy because it's so small.
And we want to make it sound cute.
Yeah, and the other drone I have is the DJI Phantom 4, but this drone I will only have for the next 2 or 3 days because I actually sold it. Someone's going to be picking it up very soon. I absolutely love this drone. The footage it makes is amazing, but it's just too big to carry around when you're traveling all over the world.
Yeah.
Like Bali and other fun things. So thank you, Sir Drones a lot.
That was
his name. You did a good job, but it's time for something smaller.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the questions that people are asking us right now. Abdullah Rahman, you're very active. Thank you for that. When did you think of starting a YouTube channel?
So the reason I started a YouTube channel is to motivate young people to follow their passions, to not stress out about a 9-to-5 job or how much money they earn, but to really focus on what do they want to do in life, what brings them a lot of joy, what would they enjoy doing. And I actually planned on starting the YouTube channel. We were on our very first vacation to Bali and Singapore. We was at the Park Royal Hotel on Pickering in Singapore in the executive lounge, drinking a bottle of wine. And I had just discovered Ben Brown's channel because I was watching Casey Neistat's videos for a very long time before he started vlogging. And there's one video where Ben Brown actually went to Casey Neistat's studio, and that's the first time I saw a vlogger. So, oh, who's this Ben Brown guy? What is a vlog? What does that even mean? And I saw Ben's content. I was absolutely amazed by it, motivated by it, and I said to Nelly, we have a message that we can share and that people would appreciate. We should start our channel. And that was the point where we decided to start our YouTube channel.
Also, we were expanding our business to the US, and we just wanted to have kind of a documentation and something to look back at. And I must say, we just uploaded a video a few hours ago from New York, and we looked back when we were at the same restaurant, and that was actually really funny because we were at the same restaurant, we ate the same food, and we had this memory of being there. And luckily we have footage to look back, and it's just like a photo album, just
it's
with
nice, yeah,
with more emotions.
It's a diary that's very specific, so
yeah,
it's really nice.
So Barbara F is asking, have you been to Puerto Rico? You would love it. Actually, a friend of ours is from Puerto Rico, and we are planning on going there with him one day. Yes. Because he is a local and he can show us around and also introduce us to the local cuisine, to the habits, culture. And we heard that it is beautiful, so that is actually on our list. But we're not sure when, but hopefully this or next year.
Yeah. All right, I think we have to start tying this up. This video is already 26 minutes long.
Really?
Time flies when you're having fun. All right, guys, once again, please be sure to hit that notification bell, be subscribed, give this video a quick thumbs up. Let me know in the comments right now before we finish off this live view if you enjoyed this live view. And also check out the vlog I uploaded today. The New York vlogs are really awesome. If you haven't seen the Bali vlogs, check them out. And there's a lot of awesome content from the past. There's a very underrated video called The Happy Beach Pig. I'm going to promote that video as much as I can. Go and watch my video, The Happy Beach Pig, and comment underneath to tell me you came from the live view. Let me know what you think. And that's it for today.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Don't forget, this weekend is the next live video on Sunday.
Oh, is it this weekend?
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Make it happen. Make it happen.